What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about the future of Assassin's Creed games, and this comes from Tom Henderson's website, Insider Gaming, where they talk about Ubisoft going all in on Assassin's Creed with 4 more games already planned. Now, this is still rumor, so if you don't want to believe it, that's totally up to you, or if you want to believe it, that's totally up to you. We also get a very small update in this article on Assassin's Creed Mirage, because we've seen kind of the release date, at least in the rumor mill, kind of bounce back and forth of when it's actually going to be. So let's read this thing, and we'll talk about it after. So Ubisoft officially announced the future of Assassin's Creed in September, revealing a total of 4 games: Mirage, codename Red, Hexe, and codename Jade. Ubisoft officially announced its AC multiplayer offering, Project Invictus, 1 month later. In total, 6 Ubisoft games are already well into development, with the yet-to-be-announced Project Nexus, a VR title, expected to be officially revealed at E3 later this year. Insider Gaming sources have revealed that 3 more fully fledged titles are also in the conceptual and prototype phase, with the addition of Nexus 2 already being discussed, codenamed Nebula, Raid, and Echoes. Each of the pitched AC titles will be developed by different studios who will have vastly different play styles from its predecessors. They are going all in with AC and some other major franchises, one source said. So Ubisoft Sofia, known for developing AC3, Liberation, AC Rogue, has pitched Project Nebula, which is an Assassin's Creed title that will have 3 different settings: India, the Aztec Empire, and Mediterranean. Ubisoft Chengdu has pitched Project Raid, a free-to-play 4-player co-op title that will be PvE. It's believed that the title characters will be from the AC universe. And then Ubisoft Annecy, known for developing the multiplayer portion of games like Assassin's Creed and Splinter Cell, as well as co-developing The Division 2 with Massive Entertainment, has pitched Project Echoes, which has been described as a multiplayer title that will use Ubisoft Scalar technology. Sources suggest that the series will be going back to its annual release cycle, with major entries being significantly different from the last. The first, Assassin's Creed Mirage, is scheduled to release around August of this year, followed by Assassin's Creed Nexus soon after, still in 2023. Although tentative release dates, sources reveal that codenamed Red is scheduled for 2024, Invictus 2025, and Assassin's Creed Hexe 2026. Of course, internal release dates are uncertain, especially given Ubisoft's past of delaying titles, but those are the dates that are currently in development. It's unclear when the 3 that we just talked about will release, but given the 5 to 6 year minimum development time for most AAA titles now, we shouldn't expect these anytime soon. So I really see no reason to not believe this. A lot of the things that come from Insider Gaming, look, Tom Henderson is one of the top, of his games, so I do believe him more times than I don't, or at least I go into stories kind of believing him. So I'm going to believe this, and I'm going to believe it for the simple reason that the idea that they're going all in on Assassin's Creed makes a lot of sense. These games sell extremely well. Ubisoft is not doing so great in other, areas, maybe outside of Assassin's Creed, so it makes sense to do it. Now, does annual releases make sense? Yeah, they do. Am I in love with it? No, not really. But here's the thing. If they do this right, this would maybe be one of the better annual release cycles you can have. We've had this before. In fact, we've had this before with Assassin's Creed, where we've had the, yearly releases. The issue is, back when, it was literally every year for God knows how many, they were games that were pretty darn similar to the last, right? So you go to Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, Rogue, Syndicate, Unity, all these games. Yes, there are changes and there's personal preferences there, but generally they're roughly the same. Even then, when it got a little bit less frequent with Origins and all that, those 3 were also still very, very close to each other. So by doing this, by literally taking these pitches, if this is true, right? By taking these pitches and all these games sounding extremely different, so that free-to-play 4-player game is different than the multiplayer that they announced, a few months back, which that sounds like, back with like Brotherhood and that era of multiplayer stuff, and then this just sounds like something completely different, right? So if you're coming out every year, but you're giving, and I mean, that's kind of the theme of this article, right? Vastly different experiences in Assassin's Creed. You can do it. You really just need enough studios that can handle it, right? And it's obviously not the same studio doing every single one. You're taking multiple studios and multiple pitches. again, if executed right, if there's no delays to kind of knock one off into the next, it's kind of reliant that each game would come out in like the fall of that current year, right? It needs that to happen, because then if you push it, then you got 2 Assassin's Creed games in the same year. So you hope that doesn't happen. But if it does work, if it does come out when it's supposed to, you would be having this annual cycle, Call of Duty, sports games, Assassin's Creed, whatever. But these would be vastly different games. So I'm willing to at least give it a chance, at least in the beginning, and see how they do. Depends on, I guess, how good Mirage is, and then, so on and so on. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.